Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Thank you all for attending this meeting today. First of all, I want to introduce myself and my friends. My name is Hilda Saqinah, or you can call me Hilda. And there is my friends Widya Valentine, or you can call her Sam. And we are both member of the group of 12 in the English Proficiency course this time. On this occasion, we would like to present a material from Section 2, Structure and Written Expression, Unit 10, namely adverb clauses. And for that, let's just start today's presentation. First, I will explain what adverb clauses are. An adverb clauses is a group of words that is used to change or qualify the meaning of an adjective, verb, a clause, another adverb, or any other type of word are phrased with the exception of determiner and adjectives that directly modify nouns. And adverb clauses are dependent that function as adverb. They might come at the beginning or in the middle or at the end of the sentence. There are three types of adverb clauses. First, adverb clauses of time, place, and reason. And two, adverb clauses of condition, contrast, and manner. And three, adverb clauses of purpose, result, and comparison. And I will explain about adverb clauses of time, place, and reason. Adverb clause of time, place, and reason indicate respectively the time of, the place of, and the reason for the action state in the main clause. Since adverb clauses are dependent clause, they must have a subordinating conjunction that connects them to the rest of the sentence. Being able to spot a subordinating conjunction will help you recognize an adverb clauses. And here are the subordinate conjunction that can be used in adverb clauses of time, place, and reason. In adverb clause of time, we can use subordinate conjunction where, when, while, as long as, before, after, since, as, and until. And it is which can state the time or when something's happened. Then in adverb clauses of place, we can use a subordinate conjunction where and wherever, which is it can express an explanation of the place or location where something happens. And in adverb clauses of reason, you can use a subordinate conjunction because, as, since, which can state the reason for an event and not that clauses beginning with whenever, wherever show that something always happens in place or at a certain time. And there's example, there is as soon as you trust yourself, you will know how to live. And the use of the subordinated conjunction as soon as in the sentence shows an adverb of time that allows a person to know how he is living. There are strategies used to make it easier to use adverb clauses of time, place, and reason. First, don't mix the use of the subordinate conjunction of adverb of time and place. Second, use because to begin an adverb clause and because of to begin a phrase. For the second, there are adverb clauses of condition, contrast, and manner. Adverb clauses of condition shows the condition to be fulfilled for the action in the main clause to or not to happen. And adverb clauses of contrast that constrating idea to those of the main clauses. And adverb clause of manner inform how or by what means the action state in the main clauses. And here are the subordinate conjunction that can be used in adverb clauses of condition, contrast, and manner. In condition, in adverb clauses of condition, you can use subordinate conjunction if, unless, or on condition that, provided or providing that, whether or not, in the event that, and in case that. And in the contrast, you can use subordinate conjunction. There's two: concessive and adversative. First, concessive is although, though, even though, despite the fact that, in spite of the fact that. And in the adversative, you can use while, where, and whereas. And the adverb uh, clauses of manner, you can use subordinate conjunction as if, though, and as. Example, she will come to my party only if you accompany her. And in this sentence, the use of the subordinate conjunction if shows an adverb in the form of a statement about how she would come to the party if he accompanied her. And there is a strategy to make it easier to use adverb clauses of condition, contrast, and manner. First, use the correct subordinate conjunction for adverb clauses of condition, contrast, and manner. And second, don't confuse instead of with, despite, without, of to begin a phrase. And for the third type of adverb clauses that will be explained by Sayan. Please, Sayan.
Thank you, Miss Hilda. The next is adverb clauses of purpose, result, and comparison. Adverb clauses of purpose show the purposes of the actions mentioned in the main clauses. Adverb clauses of result describe the result of the actions stated in the main clauses. And adverb clauses of comparison compare people or things or actions, whether they are equal or unequal in degree or value or quality with those stated in the main clauses. And the subordinate conjunction that can be used in adverb clauses of purpose, result, and comparison is: in purpose, you can use the word of that, in order that, so that, and for the purpose that. In result, you can use the word of so that, with the result that, so much so that, and but that. In comparison, you can use as plus adjective or adverb plus as, the same as adjective, er or adverb, er plus then, more, adjective or adverb plus then. For example, they went to the cinema in order that they might buy the best seats. In the sentence above, the use of the subordinate conjunction in order that shows the purpose of where they can buy the best seat position when going to the cinema. And there are strategies adverb clauses of condition, contrast, and manner. The first one is use subordinate conjunctions correctly for adverb clauses of manner, comparison, and result. And the last, pay attention to the use of auxiliary verb used in adverb clauses of comparison. Make sure that the auxiliary verb in the main clause and the adverb clause are parallel. Now we are going to exercise. Direction. Questions 1 to 5 are incomplete sentences. Beneath each sentence, you will see 4 words or phrases marked A, B, C, and D. Choose the word or phrase that best completes the sentence. Number 1, if humans were totally deprived of sleep, they, hallucinations, anxiety, coma, and eventually death. A. Would experience. B. Experience. C. Would have experienced. D. Had experience. Try answer it. Alright, time is up. The answer is A, because it shows possibility, what will happen, and shows if humans were totally deprived of sleep. Alright, number 2, blah blah blah. Its immense population, Buenos Aires is surprisingly homogeneous in its ethnic and racial composition. A, as if. B, because. C, even though. D, despite. You have tried to answer it. Alright, the answer is D, despite, because it includes conjunction that work to show contrast. Number 3, after one of the greatest earthquakes of all time struck Central Alaska, seaward, Shoreline, look, blah blah blah, it had been boomed. A, if. B, as tough. C, when. Or D, where. Try to answer it. Time is up. The answer is B, because as tough here to show the conditions after one of the greatest earthquakes happens. Number 4, the Appalachian Plateau in Ohio has blah 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 land than the lowland province does. A, the highest and most rugged. B, as high and rugged. C, the higher and the rugged. D, higher and more rugged. Try to answer it. Time is up. The answer is D, because higher and more rugged explain about condition of place and show contrast and comparison something. Number 5, farmers keep soil loose by keeping it covered with grass clippings, compost, or other organic matter blah blah blah. Roots can develop easily. A, in order that. B, tough. C, if. Or D, because. Okay, answer it. Time is up. The answer is A, in order that, because it shows the reason in adverb clauses. Next, another part. Direction. In questions 6 to 10, each sentence has 4 underlined words or phrases. The 4 underlined parts of the sentence are mark A, B, C, and D. Identify the underlined word or phrase that incorrect. Number 6, the bodies of deceased Inca rules were treated in case they were still alive, attended to by servants in their place, and consulted for advice of daily affairs. Try to answer it. Okay, time is up. The answer is part of B, in case, because without in case, the sentence will correct sentence. Number 7, during like jogging, the alternate person will experience a large increase in heart rate. As the athlete's heart rate will not rise nearly as much. Okay, try to answer it. Time is up. The answer is part of C, because as is a connector word without need comma before. Number 8, Many war devices and secret weapons were so complicated than the tasks. The genius of the young American TARs and officers who had to be trained in using them. Okay, try to answer it. Time is up. The answer is part of C, because who in the sentence can be delayed and already explained the subject before. Number 9. Archaeology covers so an enormous span of time that archaeologists specialize in different time periods and different cultures. Okay, try to answer it. Time is up. The answer is part of B, because the word of so using for explain respond from action in the sentence explain about the statement about archaeolog. The last question, number 10. Bear teeth are not as sharp or specialized for shearing meat as those of some other carnivores do. Okay, try to answer it. Time is up. The answer is A. S, because the sentence explain the comparison. S is not using on this sentence. Alright, thank you for watching our video. See you in the next time. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.